everyone. It's the 24th of September. It's about 11:30 in the morning, Eastern Time. It's Thursday. Got one more day till our fantastic Friday that's coming up here. I do want to talk a little bit about our good friend Bitcoin. Before I get into any of it, of course, as you all know, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. You are responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, doing your own research, and this is just my opinion on the market. I do want to focus a little bit on education. We've got a new guy on the server, um, real good guy, and what I want to do is I kind of want to I want to take this video and I want to analyze Bitcoin, but I also want to, put our normal spin that we give into this. I want to talk a little bit about, where things are going on an Elliott perspective. All right, so let's go ahead and move into the chart. So, as we're looking at this chart, I've already got a few things laid out here. I've got some support and resistance levels that, I've kind of pointed out the confluence behind all of these. What I want to do is I want to take a look at two things. One is Elliott Wave, and the other one is Fibonacci retracements. All right, so we were talking about this on the Discord server in real time as this was happening. I said, hey, we're in the golden zone. We're in the golden zone. We're hitting it. So if we get rejected, where are we going to go? And at the time, I was like, well, we're probably going to be going a little bit lower. Let's just see where that negative 236 is. Negative 236 all the way down here at about 93.50, right? And we were talking about that just the other day as well. So let's just keep that in mind. We'll just go ahead and tag 93.50 down here, get close to it. Just knowing that that's support for us. That's our important support. And just, I've already trained my eyes to look at this, but let me just kind of focus on this. The space between this green line and this first blue line is very similar to the space between this blue line and this blue line. And it's also very similar to the space, here as well. All right, so what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, I'm going to use my fib channel here, and I just kind of want to focus on this for just a minute. Because if we take this down here to 93.50 or so, right, we'll just take that, put it right there, and expand this out, and this just kind of goes to show, even if I pull this down a little bit, if I put it right over this support and resistance level, you can see that we've got some confluence down here. And, arguably, we could pull this guy down a little bit farther and put it right there. I had it on a pretty important level there at 10K. But even throwing a channel on this, there's a lot of confluence. A lot of confluence. Even the top. Look at this top. It's darn near perfect. So it's very clear that we are in a horizontal channel, right? Horizontal channel meaning it's going left to right. We're not in a vertical channel. We're not in a diagonal channel. I mean, granted, we likely are, but it's very clear that we are chopping. We're chopping here. We're moving sideways. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? We're gonna put some counts on this. Some counts that, maybe you guys aren't gonna really care for, that you're not gonna like. But I want to focus a little bit on geometry right now. Okay? So we're gonna go back to 8th grade. We're gonna talk a little bit about geometry. What do we have going on here? Well, from up here, what I can see is I can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This finished a move, right? This finished a move. We had an expanding wedge here, okay? From there, we had a move up, okay? What did we have from there? So this was obviously a 5-wave move down. You move in 5 and then you correct in 3, okay? So then from here, we saw, a quick sharp move up, a pullback, and then we finished that move up there. So let's just go ahead and throw this on a lesser degree as well. So you move in 5 and then you correct in 3. It's clear we had a dive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. All right. What did we have from there? What did we have from there? All right, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit here, making sure you guys can still see my screen. Throw a comment in the chat. Just let me know if everything is looking okay to you guys. From up here, what did we have? Well, it's also pretty clear what we had here. from up here on the top, came down to support, 1, 2, came down here, again to support, we bounced through just a little hard, 3, 4, and then what did we have? We had to move down here to finish this move, 5. And down here, we had very similar to this, except it was not the same. It was a little different, but we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, this was also expanding. Let me go down to a 15-minute time frame, zoom in over here, just so we can kind of take a look at this, the geometry of this guy. It wasn't as pretty, but it works. Okay, so here we've got this guy, and then from up here we've got this guy right here. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like it, but it works. 1, 2, 3, expansion, some more, expand it some more, and then we go down here for the 5 to complete that move. So we'll just pop up the degree on this just for some clarity. So we finished that move, and then what happened from there? Okay, now we're on a 15-minute time frame now. I'm going to move to a 30 just so that we can see more of the chart here. All right, so we've got our first move, a correction, and then a second move here. All right, so what is that? What did we just have there? Is this a correction, or are we in an impulse? Well, we could have a 5, 3, 5, which could be a wave A. All right, so it's possible that we're in a correction. From up here, we see the A all the way down here. We work up to the B, and then we go down for the C, which is, we've been talking, 9,300. Let me move this to a higher degree, okay? I'm doing this so that you guys can get a feel for how my mind works, okay? You can agree with me, you can not agree with me. It really doesn't matter to me if you agree or not. You're watching this because you have some interest in wondering why I think the way that I think, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay, so from down here we completed this. This is an easy 5, 3, 5 to get ourselves down into this A. So in other words, this is likely an A, a B, and a C of its own. Okay, so let me just put this in here, put this at a different degree, and I'm going to change the color of it as well for contrast. All right, so we have this C, this ABC, to complete this A. All right, this correction's not done. I don't believe this correction is done. Now we're getting close. We're getting close, but I don't think we're quite there yet. So from down here, what did we have? Well, it wasn't pretty, but I do think that we had an ABC here as well. So from here, we have an A, B, C, A, B, C. Right there to finish the B, okay? And a clean rejection off of the 618. And this could be seen as a 5, 3, 5, could be. It could be that this is actually right here, this A is here, we have an expanded flat into this B. It works a little bit better that way. Because yet again, what did we have here? All right, so right here in this cluster, and it was hard to see at the time, but we have expanding there, and then we have expanding here. So, I mean, it works. It works. From down here, we have a clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I may have the 5 wrong. The 5 may actually be here, right? I'm going to put it right here because I think it fits my bias a little bit better. And then we have a correction to get into this B. All right, so from here we have an A, a B, and I'm going to change the degree here in just a moment. A, B, C to finish that, and that's going to be on a lesser degree. We'll put that down there, put our B right there, change the color of this guy so that it matches a little bit better just for contrast. All right, so we've got the 5, 3, then we should have 5 waves up, and I think we did. I think we did. I think we had our 5 waves up. So from there, we've got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. All right, it works. It works. All right, so from there, what do we have? All right, now that we've done some architecture here, we've got a nice expanding diagonal here, 5 waves into the A, 3 waves into the B, A, B, C into the B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, completing this move down here at the A. From there, we have an A, B, C, which really, I mean, you can count this as it's not clean. I don't like this down here. But you've got 5 A, B, C, an expanded flat here into the B, and it works as an expanded flat because we've got a double bottom right here. We've got the support right here, which, by the way, we bounced off of the same support. We're gonna break through that, I believe. But A, B, C down here into this B, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the C, which completes a larger B. Now we go down. The trend is down right now, currently, in my estimation. Okay, the trend I believe is currently down, but let's focus on this because this looks so good. This looks so good. We have the rejection out of the golden zone, right? That probably got to maybe 63% retrace. From here, what do we have? I mean, this is beautiful. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You couldn't ask for anything better than that. I mean, it's just sitting there staring at you in the face. That is 5 waves down. No doubt about it. 5 waves down. And then the other thing that you've got that's perfectly sitting right in front of you. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. 3 waves up. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Okay? So 5, 3, and then what do we have here? Well, it's nasty. It's nasty. This is not pretty in any way, shape, or form from here. The best I can do here, this is where it starts to get tough because you really can't do a 1, 2 here and then go all the way down for the 3, 4, 5. I don't like that. I prefer for this to be the 4 and for this to be the 5 right here and for this to be the 3 down here. But the question is, gosh, what's your 1, 2? What's your 1, 2? I'm not a real big fan of this because really what you're working on is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This probably does work the best like this, even though I don't particularly care for it. Because again, what you're then working on here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a higher degree. Okay, so let's put that there. I'm going to change the color just for some contrast. All right. All right. I see I've still got you guys on here, so that's good. All right. So in wave 4, what do we have? We've got 5 waves down. We can count this as well. So from here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This completes that move on a lower degree. Okay, changing the color to white. All right, so that works. That move likely is complete now. I believe there is a valid argument that that move is complete, especially because we do have a move up from here. Okay, so we got a lot on here now. It's pretty busy right now. But let's talk about this Fibonacci pull. This fib pull that we've got. We came to the 618. That was based on this pivot here to this pivot down here. From wave B to wave C, we had that resistance there. Where are we going to go from here? Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull from the top here to the bottom here, dominant pivot high to dominant pivot low. We would expect this to go to some of our important zones, okay? Let's just talk about where the golden zone is right now. Golden zone right now is going to be sitting right here at about 10,800. 10,800. So 5, we're working on ABC up. Likely this does get up here. And look at the confluence. We had support here, support here, support here. We have not tested this as resistance. I think there's a valid argument to say that we could potentially get some resistance there. Let's take a look at where the 50 is. All right, I like to put the 50 in red. 50 in red is right here at 10,650. This is also a high likelihood that we will get rejected here based on this. We're talking about the channel, the chop zone that we're in. Possible that this gets rejected here at 10,650. I mean, you can see it here. This was support, right? Support, support, support. Well, again, we really haven't tested this as resistance, so probably we'll find some resistance there. So what do I think is going to happen here? We're in a correction, in my opinion. I think we're going to go A, we're going to go B, and then we're going to go C, right up here to the golden zone. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. Probably go to 10,650, pull back to 10,4, and then up to 10,8. Okay. From there, I think we actually have 5 more waves down. I do think that we will realize our target down here at 93. I think that's going to happen. So once we do get that rejection, okay, then we start to see a nice little 1, 2, steeper 3, 4, and 5 to get ourselves down here. How long is this going to take? I don't know. I'm not even going to try and guess how long it's going to take. But what I can say is, you know, this can happen very, very, very fast in crypto. But more than likely, this is more than likely what's going to happen. So from here, we've got, let me just make this guy short, and we'll do the yellow line. All right, so this is good. So we go up for the A, B, C, and then we do 1, 2. We create the head and shoulders meme. We dive through it, 3, 4. We get some resistance based on this level over here. Then we go down for our major support level, and then we can finally go up from there. Okay? That is what I think is going to happen, and I have laid out the reasons why I think this is going to happen. Okay? I would prefer that for those of you that just joined to rewind and watch this whole thing, because I give very clear reasons on why I think that this is likely what is happening right now, reasons why I think we're getting there. And, you know, if you have any questions, go in the Discord and ask. You can ask here in the YouTube chat if you'd like. I don't really get notified that there are comments in the video chats. Unless you're doing it while I'm live, right? I can watch the chats here, but ask questions in the Discord because I do want to teach you guys, right? I'm not perfect, nobody's perfect, but if you're interested in Elliott Wave, ask questions, and I will do my best to answer the questions that you have. It's a really good indicator or indication. I don't want to call it an indicator. It's a good theory for you know, creating an argument for why things can go in that direction. I know when I'm wrong, right? I know when I'm wrong here because ultimately I'm waiting for this thing to come back down to 93. I'm waiting for this thing to pop back down here. However, I think that it's very likely this has some upside potentially to 10.8. Okay, if I want to catch a little wave up, I can do that. I can sell here at 10,650. Pull back to 10.4. I can take another wave up here to 10.8, right? I'm not saying this is exactly what's going to happen to the price. We don't know that. But ultimately, if I'm going to take a short, I'm going to take it at 10.8. Where am I wrong? You know, unfortunately, I'm going to be wrong up here at about 11.2. It's a pretty wide margin, right? But even if you're taking this with low leverage, like a 2x potentially, taking this here, you've got your stop loss right there, 3.68%. It's not good. But your downside, you're looking at a 13%. You know, it's a 3.6 to 1 ratio. It's not bad. I think it's worth it to try and take a short there because the trend looks like it's down. The count is supporting another move down. Okay. It's possible, very possible, that this is an A, B, C, and this correction is done. My problem with that, and this, let me go to a different chart, just so that we've got something clear here. All All right, actually, I'm not sure that this was a good chart to go to because I've got a lot of garbage on this chart as well. But ultimately, if we take it from the low here, and you can see this also supported a move back down pretty low as well. But from down here, we've got, how long did it take for us to get up? All the way up here, this took us 157 days. You can't tell me that that move completed its correction in a matter of 18 days. It took 5 months to go up there, and it took 3 weeks to correct. That does not seem right. That does not seem right. I think that it's very possible that we do still come back down here to 93. And again, you can see here the confluence. We've been talking about this obviously for a while. So again, possible that we move up. We had that rejection off of the 618. That was really good. And then we should see lower prices. Maybe we do go down to 88. It's possible, but I'm willing to give it a try at 93. It's kind of what I'm thinking right now. All right, guys, that's all I got for you right now. If this video did help you in any way, shape, or form, like, subscribe, share all the good stuff. And if you want access to Discord, just throw a comment in the YouTube chat. I'll get an invite code out to you. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good day, good night, and a good evening.